Well, congratulations. I would ask you how you feel, but I can pretty much imagine what that feeling is like. Can you talk to me about it?
It's amazing, but like I said, I'm not trying to get too excited because my coach said some real shit to me. We're not training for these guys. We're training to beat Islam, so it's back to gym on Monday. So I'm satisfied, but I want more, you know?
Is your coach going to at least let you celebrate this weekend?
Nah, he said no.
Where would you rank this first round finish amongst all your others?
It's all right. What can top 7 seconds, really? The best debut, I think, in history. So shout out to God for that.
So would this be number 2?
Nah, honestly, my favorite fight after that would be against Drew Dober.
Okay, so this is number 3?
This number 3, yeah.
All right, good. You mentioned, going for the title. At what point, do you have a game plan of how you're going to get there? Do you see yourself doing it, how many months, how many years, how many fights? What's the plan to get there?
As long as I stay committed, trust my team, stay in the gym, make this a lifestyle, I say in 5 years, we have everything we ever wanted in our life.
I don't think it's going to take 5 years.
No, that's just like the boxing matches, doing everything, businesses. I think in 5 years, I have generational wealth for my family, my son, and everyone to go after me.
Is that the ultimate goal, of having generational wealth?
Yeah.
How much would you consider generational wealth being?
If I give everyone in my family one meal, I'll be satisfied.
All right. I know you were only in there for 20 seconds. Was there anything that surprised you about your opponent? Did it shock you that it happened so fast? Did you think you'd have to fight a little bit longer with him?
I was surprised how he was acting at the beginning. I was like, this dude think he gonna knock me out or something? It was getting me hype. I had to calm down. My coach chill, don't pay no mind to that. And obviously that hyped up stuff didn't work out. Sorry, buddy.
Have you spoken to him yet?
Yeah, I gave him a hug and said he's a good man of God, so I gave him a hug, gave him some love. But like I said, he's the kid, and we made him look like that tonight.
What's next for you? When do you want to get back in there? Do you have an opponent in mind? What's the game plan?
We want Chris Duncan, where there's November, December. The UFC already liked that match, and so do we. Let's get that fight after November, December. We'd love that.
You think that fight will knock one of these out of the 1, 2, 3 spot? Gonna have a new order?
Yeah, the Chris Duncan fight will solidify the run and show people that I'm a contender again, and that's why I really want that fight.
There's been some news recently about USADA and the new drug testing that's going to be happening starting January. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Not at all, because we're a clean fighter. Nothing to worry about for me.
Thank you.
Terrance, how does it feel to be back on this win streak after, losing two, and maybe you were starting to doubt yourself, or hearing all the outside chatter? How does it feel to get these 2 back-to-back wins and kind of feel like you're back where you're supposed to be?
It's amazing. Like I said, it's a testament to the team around me. So shout out to them. Shout out to my coaches. Shout out to my family, because they gave me encouraging words, and they said, Terrance, you fought the best people, competed with Drew Dober, beat Matt Provola, who's ranked. Just positive words of affirmation, and just knowing that I belong with the best in the world, and just making sure I stay in the gym. And I knew the change was going to come. We're going to get back on a win streak.
Were you ever worried that the UFC was going to pull you off this card because no one was stepping up?
Yeah, I was a little worried. That's why I got nothing but love for Brandon Marriott. We actually, crazy story is he fought a guy I was supposed to fight originally on the Contender Series. So I talked to him about that opponent, and then that guy ended up bailing out of fighting me. So there's a little history between us. But like I said, I appreciate him for taking this, because I trained so hard this camp, and we didn't know there was going to be a fight or not. But my coach said, stay in the gym. Trust me. They're going to give you a call. And sure enough, they did. And I'm glad I listened to him.
That Chris Duncan matchup is just fireworks. What about that matchup do you like about it?
I like that he likes to throw down, and he throws a lot of kicks, and yeah, he's about that life, and so am I. And I just think it's going to be a banger.
It was originally scheduled for the Apex, but do you think that fight kind of deserves a sold-out crowd?
Yeah, let's do it in Madison Square Garden.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
I just wanted a couple thoughts on a couple of their fights. Obviously, Volkanovski stepping up on short notice to fight Islam. How do you see that fight going?
I'm here for Volks to win. Come on, Volks, you got this. I see it going the same way, split decision, but for Volks this time.
And then someone that you've always been kind of like paired to, Patty Pimblett's fighting Tony Ferguson. How do you see that fight going?
I'm with Tony time, champ shit only. And if that fight fell out, sign me up. I'll take on Patty as well in December. Let's get 6 fights. Let's go.
Congratulations.
Hey, thank you, brother.
Hey, Terrance. This might seem like a stupid question because the finish was 20 seconds, but do you think it could have been called earlier?
Yeah, I thought he was done after the knee. That's why you guys saw me walk up to him, but he woke back up quick, started holding me, and I was like, oh, I bet, you want to fight? Gave him a couple gorilla punches, and yeah, that's all she wrote.
They said on the broadcast how much you'd been enjoying boxing and boxing training. Is there any fighter over there whose striking you've really enjoyed watching?
Boxing-wise?
Yeah.
I like to watch Shakir Stevenson's, Earl, Terrence Crawford. There's a lot of good boxers up in Texas, and yeah, I'm a fan of boxing, so I watch it religiously.
How do you see the rematch going with Crawford and Errol Spence if they do it at 154? Do you think it's a repeat or revenge?
I think if it's at 154, I think it's going to be a lot closer, but same result. Terrence Crawford getting the dub.
Congrats on the win.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Congrats on the win. Awesome knockout. Another highlight.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. You mentioned, you're satisfied, but you want more. So how do you balance that out to stay grounded? Because as soon as you win and you give us those highlights, everybody's going to be your best friend again. How do you stay like, no, let me keep my team tight and letting it, all of a sudden everybody's a McKinney.
Yeah, because like I said, we saw me lose twice. We saw how the fans acted. We got to see both halves of the media and the fans. So like I said, I just got to stay true to my family and realize like this is just a stepping stone. There's nothing to get excited about. Like I said, the main goal is to get the belt. And until that happens, you catch me at the gym.
That's what's up. And speaking of belts, I saw when you walked out, you got a little props from Champ himself, who's been there, done that. Contender Series alum, Jamal Hill. How cool is that? That guys like that see you.
Yeah, it's awesome to have my brothers here to supporting me. And yeah, they're here every step of the way. He's making sure I'm staying humble. He said, focus on this fight. They're always telling me things that I need to hear. And anytime my head gets too big, Kevin Holland whoops my ass. So, it's a blessing being at the gym where I have a guy that can keep me in check and make sure I don't get too prideful.
That is some awesome big brothers. When we were talking to Kevin not too long ago, we saw you over there pop locking or something. So it was like such a great moment to see that real camaraderie, that family. And last for me, Contender Series Season 7 just ended. How awesome is it that it just continues to crank out just big talent and guys that are like you, just future stars and can carry the company to the next chapter?
Yeah, it's awesome to see the young guys coming up. And as you guys see, people are starting earlier. And Kevin Fernandez, UFC, look out for him. I think it's time for him to be on the Contender Series or a short notice UFC fight. Once again, Kevin Fernandez, up and coming. Look out.
All right, my man. Thank you for your time. Congrats on the big knockout.
No problem. Thank you, sir.
One quick follow-up. When you dropped him and you started, just doing what you do and going and just dropping bombs on him, Kevin and Jamal were like screaming at you, slow down, slow down, slow down. Did you hear that at all, or were you just?
Nah, at that point I was in kill mode. I was like, it's time to put him away. We don't let people recover. We're here to finish fights.
Makes sense.
Hey, love you guys. Appreciate you guys.